Manchester United certainly making up some of the papers, the column inches today in the papers. The Daily Mail go with What a Mess, which is an exclusive by Nathan Salt. The Daily Telegraph go with Ratcliffe slams untidy United. So going into that Nathan Salt piece in the Daily Mail, an exclusive states that Sir Jim Ratcliffe slams United's facilities as a disgrace. They say he has lambasted Manchester United's IT department a disgrace in a scathing email to staff, warning it will not be tolerated under his new regime. The minority stake owner has also stated that the under-21 and under-18 changing rooms are not up to standard. He's also wants an overhaul of the executive team. Well, we know he's part of the executive team off the pitch, looking to overhaul things at Manchester United. Want to develop a new set of standards at the club that, by some of these suggestions today in the papers, have been lost along the way. It's not the first time we've heard about issues at the training ground, for example. I mean, you go back to when Cristiano Ronaldo returned, and he was saying it's kind of the same as when he left it. What do you make of these sort of stories now that we're hearing? Does it surprise you, or are you a bit like, well, same?
No,
We've heard this before.
I would take from it that Jim Ratcliffe has walked into the club. Yes, he's a minority. We'll say minority. He's got, 20-odd percent, 25%, is it? Or 30%? The football club, Ratcliffe. Yeah. And he's coming in, he's going, well, this is the way it's going to be from now. He's also asked people to stop working from home. They've got to come in. There's been food standards at the football club on day match day food, the not buffets or whatever. Not up to standard. That's improved apparently. He's going through the whole club, a clean sweep, and rightly so.
I was going to ask that. Is that the right way to go about it?
Absolutely. It's Manchester United. That's how it should be. People get disappointed. It's not only the service you get or the way the training ground is or the players' facilities, which are normally you'd expect top notch. If you're competing and the clubs generate so much money and United have been left behind, it's for someone like him to come in. I said to you a few weeks back, Nat, that Christophe Galtier had spoke about Jim Ratcliffe, the impact he made at Nice Football Club. They ended up getting a new stadium, okay? Everything around Nice was made to be as good as it could be, and Nice then got a side that ended up doing really well. They're not going to win. They're not going to be getting in front of PSG, but Man United as a club should have the highest standards in every area. From the people working, the staff and their jobs, everybody's involved. And I'm sure, by the way, that's been a long time coming. I'm pretty convinced by that.
And I suppose if everywhere meets the standard required, that's only going to elevate everybody. Therefore, you hope improves productivity on and off the pitch. Yeah.
Well, Liverpool had this problem a number of years ago. A friend of mine went to work for Liverpool Football Club, worked in the merchandising and marketing and everything. And Liverpool couldn't even get kits out. Kits weren't sometimes there'd be a lack of shorts and, we're talking going to buy merchandising. Now that's top end. And you're thinking, well, the standards have been lifted at Liverpool and they've been lifted at other clubs like Man City, obviously, and look at Arsenal, how that club has improved in recent years. Tottenham with their new stadium. You think this club's been left behind, and wrongly so.
Mm-hmm. Interestingly, within this article in the Daily Mail, they do talk about the standards that he wants to improve. And he says it's a small thing in many ways, but unless an organisation has standards and discipline, it will not succeed.
It's
Hence
your
why
home.
He's starting at the very bottom.
It's your home.
Yeah.
It's where you play your football. People will go, do you know what? I went to Old Trafford. What an experience. What a pleasure to be around the football club. The service, just customer service, and then you're seeing the performance, and then, and they haven't had any of this. But you're rising the standards in every level, from the training ground to the football club and the business side of the football club.
It is a very scathing report then that has come out from Sir Jim Ratcliffe and with Sir Dave Brailsford as well. And he's also said, I'd be grateful if we adopt proper standards of housekeeping. It reflects poorly if we have visitors and they see we don't care enough to keep things ship shape. shape. So yeah, he is, this was what he was brought in to do, to change the football operations at Manchester United, and he's expecting a complete overhaul of how things have, well, by his suggestion, have fallen into a disgrace, really. So we may well see a huge improvement off the field for Manchester United, which then therefore can lead to an improvement on the pitch as well.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.